What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy, Marlon. We are back at it again with another edition of the show. And oh my God, here we are. Microsoft has won in the bag. A big W in the bag. Not only for Microsoft, but for Xbox gamers. And so if a lot of you guys don't already know what I'm actually talking about, well, the FTC lost its appeal against Microsoft to try to stop them from this ABK deal actually going through. And the FTC just can't catch a break. They just been taking lots of L's as of late. And it's finally over. I mean, the only roadblock that I see right now is obviously the CMA, but it seemed like Microsoft is willing to sell the rights just to be exact, potentially sell the rights of Activision cloud releases to remove certain roadblocks. So they can literally close this thing next week. They're literally going to be closing this thing like next week if they want to. So there it is, man. There it is. It is finally. I am so freaking happy because I'm like, listen, bro, I am so sick and tired of this deal being dragged out after being dragged out. And then the more this deal continues to drag out, well, we can't get what we want as gamers, right? And we both know the reason why we can't get what we want is because of this ABK deal. And so, yeah, I'm going to go into a little bit of details here on what happened late yesterday evening. And it could go down July 18th, man. Finally, Microsoft can go and buy Activision Blizzard in peace. And yeah, I think Xbox, this is a big celebration time for Xbox gamers right now, because they're the ones, and gamers alike, that, you know, really want to support Game Pass and are in Microsoft's ecosystem to begin with. I think that they're going to be the ones reaping the benefits of this. Now, some people would say that this is bad for the industry in terms of, you know, taking away games from other platforms and things of that nature and yada, yada, yada. But this is the position that Microsoft has put themselves into in terms of competing with Sony right now, because I just read something yesterday that Sony is not taking that deal at all. Like, they're still standing firm on not accepting this deal. So I guess Call of Duty is going to be exclusive to Xbox in terms of between PlayStation and Xbox after this deal is over with, in terms of the deal between, you know, Sony and Activision. Once that actually blows over, which is what the CMA said 2025 is when, you know, the deal is up. So once that's done, then it's kind of like, if you're not going to take Call of Duty, then Microsoft is going to stand a chance of having COD on Game Pass and not on PlayStation. And, well, there it is, right? And whoever else, Nintendo and Steam and all the other people that they have these 10-year deals with for Call of Duty and whatever other games or whatnot. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sony must have some type of plan, because I don't know. They're not accepting the deal. You know what I mean? They're not accepting the deal. So it's going to be interesting, man. This is going to be a huge turning point for gamers moving forward, because I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't know what's going to happen in terms of how gaming is going to be, right? How things are going to be structured, how Microsoft is going to manage all these studios moving forward, because that's a big thing, man. The fact that they have Activision now, literally, I mean, it's like right there. They could just reach out and grab. And so I want to go over a couple of things here. Make sure you guys hit the like button for me, hit the share button. Shout outs to you guys. I appreciate you guys for being here on today. Before I get off into the meat and potatoes of what we're going to go over and discuss, let me go ahead and properly notify our returning subs that we are actually live and it is finally over now. I mean, literally finally over. Like, there's really no major hiccups in the road for Microsoft right now. Like, you can just say like, hey, it's a wrap at this point. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead here and take a look at what's actually being said, what's actually going on. And also, we're going to count how many games now is going to be involved in Game Pass as a whole. So wanted to talk about all of that stuff as well. So let's go ahead and let's transition here. All right. So as you guys can see here, big, this is on PureXbox.com. Let me make sure my audio is working because, okay, yeah, we're good. PureXbox.com basically said that Microsoft Activision Blizzard acquisition given green light in US after FTC loses again. How many L's can you take, FTC? How many L's can you freaking take? I don't know. I really don't. I don't know how many more L's they can take, but it's over now. It's literally over because this brings Microsoft a step closer to the actual finish line. And so it's a wrap at this point. So following the FTC appeal of the previous court ruling permitted Microsoft acquisition of Activision Blizzard, the U.S. regulator has lost again. All right, they have lost again. And the Federal Trade Commission was also seeking injunctive relief to prevent Microsoft from closing the deal. Obviously, but has been denied by the U.S. 9th Circuit Court of Appeals. So there it is, guys. There it is, because that's really what it kind of boiled down to. So this means when the existing temporary restraining order expires at midnight Pacific, it said the deal can finally close in this part of the world. I'm telling you at this point. So before let's dig over into what Brad Smith have to say and everything like that. Then we're going to elaborate and give our thoughts on the whole thing. So Brad Smith, president of Microsoft, literally much said, we appreciate the 9th Circuit swift response denying the FTC motion to further delay the Activision deal. Says this brings us another step closer to the finish line in this marathon of global regulatory reviews. Okay, it's now just the CMA standing in the way of Microsoft and the deal going through in the UK, with the CMA delaying its decision until the end of August. Fortunately, it does seem like both parties are willing to work together. Reports suggest that Microsoft could potentially sell the rights of Activision cloud releases to remove certain roadblocks. So Microsoft has until July 18th, and that's next week, to finalize the acquisition in the US, and is expected to seal the deal as soon as freaking possible. So there it is. What does this mean? What now? What's next? Oh man. Now that you can close the deal, it's going to be interesting to see how Microsoft behaves moving forward, because I feel like, just my personal opinion, I feel like now is the time for Microsoft to really kick things into high gear, because this puts a lot of pressure on Sony now, because I don't even know what's going on in the mind of Sony right now. I mean, we already had that stream yesterday about them. A rumor has it from the composer of Last of Us Part 2 that they're going to be doing a remaster of Last of Us Part 2. Like, it's just crazy at this point, right? So Sony is quiet. We don't know what Sony is going to be doing. We don't know what Sony response is going to be, whether it's a PS5 showcase or they're just not going to respond at all. I told you guys, I can care less if Sony responds. I think Sony is fine with the games that they have and what they're currently are working on right now. But this does not look good for Sony in terms of Call of Duty, because they're not going to accept the deal. Now we know the deal is finally over with. Microsoft can close the deal in the US July 18th. They have until July 18th. So next week, I mean, it's a done deal. It's literally a done deal. Also, this was kind of put in perspective from Next Gen Player. And he put all of this together, even though I think it's missing a few things. But I thought to myself, I said, Microsoft stands to own everything right now. I mean, look at these titles. Shout outs to Next Gen Player. Shout outs to you, man. He actually works for Best Buy and actual Walmart. He's a gaming editor for Best Buy and for Walmart. So shout outs to him. He's one of those very, very good journalists, and he actually follows the channel and follow us on Twitter. So let's take a look at this. So right here, as you guys can see, Microsoft owns Call of Duty, Halo, literally 20 games like Doom, Diablo, Gears, which they already own, Fallout, Crash, Forza, Elder Scrolls, Overwatch, Fable, Wolfenstein, StarCraft, Hellblade, Prey, Spyro, Perfect Dark, Dishonored, Tony Hawk, Minecraft. Like, man, so many freaking games. So many freaking Redfall. I mean, Bethesda, you name it. It's all there. It's literally all there right now. So, yeah, I mean, no excuse no more now, right? There is no excuse anymore. Nobody can say, well, Microsoft ain't got no games. You can't say that no more. You can't say that no more. Nobody have time for that. Nobody is trying to hear that. The problem is, and the problem is going to continue with, is the quality. Now you have quantity. You have quantity now. Microsoft has so many IPs now. Now that they're about to close on this deal, I need y'all to think about what I'm saying. They got Bethesda. They got Activision. They got Xbox Game Studios. All the Xbox Game Studio games, that is not even counting all of them games, right? So they got so many freaking games. So many freaking games. Games that are in development, games that are already out, games that's fixing to come out soon, sometime this year. Like, there's so many games now. So that narrative, this is why I say that Microsoft is a complete different animal this generation, because they went from, oh, we don't have no games. We have 0 games. People used to make fun of Microsoft. Oh, you ain't got no games. Microsoft ain't got no. No, they got games now. Whether you want to look at it as, okay, they actually created new IPs on their own, or buy their way into having more games. Doesn't matter. They got more games now. The biggest thing that I've always said when it comes to Microsoft is the quality. Now you got to make sure you manage correctly, because Game Pass is going to have even more insane value now. I mean, you have COD. Activision has already said that they turned on the older Call of Duty games in terms of the servers and things of that nature. So the servers for the older Call of Duty games are on right now. So as soon as this deal closes, the older Call of Duty games are standing a chance of being in Game Pass right away. Now, the newer stuff, obviously, not until after 2025, I believe, before that actually start kicking in, allegedly, according to the CMA and everything like that. So there is that. But man, things are about to heat up now, because now you're even right now. Literally, basically even with Sony now. Now, it's no, oh, you don't have any games and Sony this and so. Sony might have better exclusives in terms of their first party games, but now Microsoft stands to go toe to toe with Sony now. Now you got all these freaking games. So now it comes down to, okay, what people want to play. Like, what do you want to play? Do you want to play Call of Duty? Do you want to play Halo? Do you want to play Gear? Oh, and by the way, one of the guys who actually worked on the multiplayer for Halo Infinite, oh, guess what? He's over there working on Marathon right now. So the best thing for Halo Infinite, I would say, the story wasn't bad, but the multiplayer is actually better than the campaign. In just my whole take. The campaign wasn't that bad. I mean, it's not the greatest campaign in the world, but the multiplayer, people still play the multiplayer to this day. I mean, it is what it is, but it's not like it used to be. But apparently one of the lead guys that worked on the multiplayer for Halo Infinite is now working on Marathon. So, Bungie, Sony, Marathon, craziness, right? And then we just had somebody, let me see here. Just so I'm trying to throw everything into one, man, because we got to know this stuff. Now that Microsoft has all the games, and obviously they're not done buying yet, there's going to be even more purchases that are on the horizon, right? So just so you guys know, for Fable, and this is why I say Microsoft now has to just stop buying and focus on the actual games, focus on the actual studios, because right now there's a report that Fable 4 narrative lead announces her departure, right? So this is the lead person that's working on the narrative for Fable, and she's gone. She's about to go through the door if she's not already gone through the door. Hannah Meagle, if I'm saying her last name, Meagle, if I'm saying her last name correctly, tweeted that she's stepping away from the project after several wonderful years. Oh my God. It's like a lot of these games that are currently in development at Xbox Studios, right? At Bethesda Studios. Like, it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know about you guys, but I worry now. Now I'm worrying now. Because now Microsoft needs to take a step back. Make sure all your studios are taken care of. Make sure they have all the resources. Make sure that they have all the care and everything that they need to make sure that they finish these freaking projects, because we're tired of freaking delays. We're tired of freaking broken promises at this point, right? We're tired of games being announced way too freaking early, knowing doggone well they're 3, 4, 5 years away from being released. So you see what I'm saying? You fix one problem and then here comes 100 more different problems. Like, this is something that I've always said to you guys when it comes to Xbox. Like, Game Pass is a great value when it comes for gamers, but when it comes to the actual industry, not so much, because we hear a lot of developers and publishers, oh, we don't want, even Activision themselves, oh, we don't want to put our games in Game Pass. You know, even Jim Ryan come out and said how a lot of publishers and a lot of game devs don't like the subscription model, you know, but a lot of them still do put their games in there. So it's, I would say it's hypocritical at this freaking point. But at the same time, no one can deny the value of Game Pass. So the thing that is really, really settling with me in terms of the smoke is how is Call of Duty going to be in the future, right? After this whole deal is up with Activision and Sony, how is this when it's exclusive to Microsoft? How is Call of Duty going to be moving forward? How is it going to be? That's the $1 million question. And the rest, not even just Call of Duty, the rest of these Activision Blizzard King games, because we have already seen what's going on with Bethesda right now. Ladies and gentlemen, am I preaching to somebody today? Please open up your eyes and your ears about what I'm saying. Look at the results that we've already seen with them buying Bethesda, aka Redfall, right? So I don't want Call of Duty. I don't want Call of Duty to end up like Redfall, okay? I don't want some of the beloved franchises from Activision to end up like Redfall. Marlon, what are you talking about? Quality. That is the biggest thing now. Now that you got, hooray, big W for Microsoft, huge dub. Yeah, give them a round of applause because they show resilience and everything. So I'm gonna give them a round of applause. I'm gonna give them a round of. Where's my hand clap? There it is. I still need to fix my stuff here. Let's give them a round of applause because they did not give up. They did not give up. Even when the odds, even when they were up against the odds, they did not give up. My thing is now that you went through so much to get this deal through, stop buying. Just stop completely buying. Slow it down just a bit. Focus on your franchises, right? And make sure that the direction of these franchises are nailed down. Like, we know what we're doing with these games. You know what I'm saying? So stuff is not literally all over the place. That's kind of like where I'm at now with this. And so, yeah, it's going to be interesting now, man. I feel like now they stand a chance to go up against, Sony. And in the department of subscription, they still have the better value. Because I need y'all to sit down and think about this. They got Call of Duty now. So it's like, I know people say, oh, COD is dead, this and that. Oh, COD is over with. Say what you want to say about COD, but people still play it every year. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that Microsoft is behind Call of Duty now, like it's literally going to happen now. Like it's Microsoft on Call of Duty, like literally print, sealed, signed, delivered. This is going to be an interesting generation. I would definitely say that. I just feel like Sony got a lot of work to do. They have a lot of work to do. I know that they're not going to be doing day and date with PlayStation Plus. But man, if Game Pass continues to grow like this, I don't know. Even at the higher price, even at the price surge of $16.99, still incredible value. I mean, for a subscription service, it really is, because if you think about buying, Diablo, especially Diablo, like, or Call of Duty, or whatever, World of Warcraft, or whatever you play, right? If you think about those games individually, how much they were costing you before, and now it's in Game Pass. Think about that, right? Can't beat it, right? So apparently there's not enough physical gamers out there like me, right? That really want to buy our games physical. But for those of you who are already in the Xbox ecosystem and are subscribers of Game Pass, this is a huge W for you. That's all I can say. And I'm happy that this is over with and we can actually get back to the meat and potatoes of what is very, very much so important. Now, another thing I wanted to touch upon, which I feel like should be a highlight for everybody in terms of this whole ordeal, right? All right, so this is what I wanted to ask you guys. Now that this is over with, right? What is Microsoft going to do with the Xbox fan base? Like, because this deal is for the cloud and it's for mobile. So it's for the cloud and it's for mobile. So what's going to happen to the Xbox fan base now? Because again, Microsoft is not showing the same love to the Xbox fan base like they are for the PC fan base, like they are for the cloud and mobile. So what's going to happen to the Xbox gamers? That's the $1 million question. Because if you guys listen to that kind of funny XCast interview, I mean, it's clear as day that Xbox is not really, the console is not really a major push for them. It's not. So you get what you're going to get, what you're going to get. The thing that's going to piss me off is the FPS and the quality of these console games. Activision deal or no Activision deal, it's not over 100% until we start seeing results. I'm so serious right now, right? It's over in terms of this deal being talked about and going through legal court systems and stuff like that. And it's official, but it is not 100% over yet, because the battle is not over, because they still have to win over Xbox fans. They still have to deliver on the quality of these games. So what are they going to do for Xbox gamers? That's the $1 million question. That's the big question mark for me. And we're not going to know that anytime soon, right? Yes, Starfield is coming out. Forza Motorsport is coming out, right? But, okay, right? Forza Motorsport, 60 FPS, fully utilizing Series X and S, right? You got Starfield coming out, right? People have mixed feelings about that because it's at 30 FPS. Okay, what else you got, right? Stalker 2 probably not coming out till next year. I'm just saying, like, this is the moment right here. This is the moment for us to figure out, okay, Microsoft, how are you going to structure things for Xbox game? As a matter of fact, Series X gamers, owners, like how is this going to change things for us? Because all of this, I'm just going to keep it real with you guys. All of this is just for the casual. It's just for the casual gamer at the end of the day. A lot of these Activision games, I'm telling you, I rarely see people talk about Activision like that. Like, at least the games, a lot of the games. If it ain't Diablo or maybe Overwatch or maybe Call of Duty, that's it. I don't hear nobody else talking about anything else. So I think right there and then, for a lot of people, it's like, okay, I'm standing to gain Diablo, I'm standing to gain Call of Duty, and Overwatch is pretty much dead in the water at this point. Like it's that game is over with, right? So I don't know, guys. I'm trying to go get to the bottom of this and try to ask myself, like, okay, this sounds good on paper. This sounds good for Game Pass, but what about Xbox fans? Like, are they going to still feel the same way? Like they've already been feeling like they feel deserted. They feel like Microsoft is not really fully utilizing the hardware like they're supposed to. Or it's just like it don't really matter because we got more games than ever now to play in Game Pass. Hey, you know what? I think that's where the Xbox fan base is. I feel like they've been waiting for so long. You know, year after year, month after month, right? For Microsoft to really show us what the hardware can do. And it's like, well, we still got to wait. And a lot of these games that are going to show us what the console can do is still years away. I mean, except for Hellblade 2. Hellblade 2 is supposed to be that game, right? We don't know. We're just hoping and praying that Hellblade 2 really fully utilizes Series X, right? In the highest fidelity possible, in the highest performance possible. Something has to give, right? Because Call of Duty, that's not a graphical intense type of game. I mean, you can run Call of Duty on pretty much any PC for the most part. It's not really that demanding, right? Diablo, on the other hand, that's a different story. But come on, guys. Let's weed through this whole thing. Like, let's dig through this whole thing. Like, again, the Series X owner is still in the dark. The console gamer is still in the dark. Like, it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. We're still going to be in the dark until a lot of these newer games like Perfect Dark, Hellblade 2, what else? State of Decay 3, Gears of War 6, Everwild, whatever else they have, right? All these other games that they have. Like, those are the games that should really show us what the Series X can do. I'm not even talking about the S, because anything can run on the S. All they got to do is scale it down and it will be fine on the S. But the X, that's the system that I really want to really see. And now, being that Call of Duty and stuff like that is going to, in the future, obviously be for Microsoft, right? And their studios and whatever else they decide to do. Like, I really want to see the quality. Like, is it going to fully utilize the consoles? Like, that's what I want to know. But we're not going to know that anytime soon, right? So, lots of questions around this huge W. And how games are going to be structured, where games are going to go, right? What's going to be exclusive to what platform, and whatever the case may be, you know, how DLC is going to be structured moving forward. Now that Sony, a big player, is not in the game right now, or not in the game anymore, they're not going to take the deal moving forward. So Call of Duty stands a chance of not being on PlayStation. So what's going to happen to PlayStation gamers? Sony? So this goes back to what Jim Ryan have been saying. Like, he don't want it to be where Microsoft and Activision rig a Call of Duty game and make it perform terribly on PlayStation, and then, you know, PlayStation gamers are going over to another platform to play it. That was one of Sony's biggest fear, right? Well, now they stand to lose everything. So I'm asking you guys, the PlayStation fans. Some of y'all say, oh, I don't care about Call of Duty, but numbers speaks differently, right? Like, y'all do care about Call of Duty because that's one of the most played games on the PS5. A lot of you guys buy a PS5 for third-party games, right? Especially Call of Duty. So what's going to happen? And just like everybody was getting on me yesterday about the whole Last of Us thing, okay, you can get on me all you want. But what is Sony going to do for multiplayer? Now that Microsoft is a freaking juggernaut, Microsoft is oh my God, bro. Microsoft, this is what I'm saying. They're hurting Sony in so many ways. They're hurting Sony in so many ways. It's not even funny. Because now, okay, Activision is off the table. You're not taking the 10-year deal for COD, right? And Microsoft even said that they would put Activision games on PlayStation platform, right? Including Call of Duty, right? But now it's like you don't want to play ball. So my question to you, PlayStation fans, what are y'all going to do? Are y'all going to just go to PC? Are y'all going to just go to Xbox? Are y'all going to sign up for games? This is where things are going to start to turn. This is where the game changer is starting to happen now. Like I said, Microsoft ain't playing around anymore. I need everybody to be opening up their mouths and talking, because this is the game changer right here. This is the final nail in the coffin right now. This is it. Because people been saying they want Microsoft to compete with Sony. Now they're competing now. Because now they got Call of Duty, which is a big revenue stream of revenue. Hence why you see Sony pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing for live service more than ever before, right? Because Call of Duty makes up a huge amount of revenue for them. Now they ain't going to have Call of Duty no more. So what are you going to do? Where is the Call of Duty replacement? Like, what are you going to do to fill that gap, to fill that void? What's going to happen to PlayStation gamers? This is why I was preaching yesterday. From a gamer standpoint, I'm like, listen, there are games out there that need to be remade or remastered that is not even being remade or remastered. Instead, we're getting crap that we don't even need to be remastered, not even 5 years, not even 5 years old, and it's being remastered and remade. No strong multiplayer presence on the PlayStation 5. No, what do you do? What do you play on your PS5? Oh, Call of Duty, right? Some of y'all rarely play some of the exclusives. Like, just being real. Some of y'all really play the exclusive. Oh, no, I ain't paying $70 for this. Oh, no, this. Oh, no, that. So now that Microsoft have all these games and Game Pass is looking more appealing than ever, what are you guys going to do? Because Microsoft ain't done yet. They're going to keep on buying until somebody stop them. And as far as how I see it right now, man, they got all the glory right now. They can do whatever they want. This goes to show, I don't know if y'all are paying attention and realizing what's going on, but this gives Microsoft all the power in the world. Doesn't matter what Sony thinks. Doesn't matter if Sony tries to appeal. Sony tries to block a deal. It's just not going to happen. Microsoft is way too powerful. Microsoft got all the money and all the power at this point. So Sony, what is Sony going to do? Now Sony has to rely on the partnerships that they already have in place. Now Sony has to rely on the exclusives that they have in place, right? First, second, and third party. That's all they got to do. That's all they got to keep doing, right? Obviously, they're probably going to make an announcement for another acquisition, but it will never be on the scale of Activision. It will never be on the scale of Bethesda, right? So now that we know that in order to compete in this gaming, in gaming right now, in this gaming space right now, is to buy, right? And when you have buying power like Microsoft, you're unstoppable, because now you can buy IPs, right? And put it up against a publisher since day one that have been criticized for having all the IPs in the world, having all the exclusive games in the world. And I mean, some people will go as far as saying that, well, Sony is the root cause of Microsoft buying and all this type of stuff, right? I mean, people will put the blame on Sony and say, oh, no, it's Sony's fault why Microsoft is buying right now, because they have so many third-party exclusive deals. So, and then Microsoft can't really have those games on Game Pass or on their ecosystem. So you're forcing Microsoft hand at this point to buy. I'm just saying, you got to look at it from both sides of the fence, and you got to look at it from what people have been saying this whole entire time. So you got to sum it up. Now you have a decision now to make as a gamer. What are you going to buy when you go to the store? Right? It's simple now. It's crystal clear now. Because before the Bethesda deal, before the Activision deal, before 2017, when they were buying up all them studios, 2017, 2018, buying up all these studios and stuff like, I think was it 6 or 7 studios they bought back then. Like before all of that, right? You could say, Microsoft ain't got no games. Microsoft is Gears, Forza, Halo. Now that narrative is changed now. Now you're like, dang, bro, Starfield, that's an exclusive. Oh, shoot, right? Even though Microsoft wasn't so big on exclusivity because they really thought that exclusivity was going to be a thing of the past, right? We're going to start seeing less and less exclusivity, but then things starting to change with the whole Bethesda ordeal. So that's what I'm saying. Now you have a decision to make. You can not like Xbox all you want, but you're going to play on PC though, right? You're going to sign up for Game Pass on PC though, right? And, numbers show us that more people are on Game Pass PC than they are on consoles, right? So you can run away from Xbox consoles all you want. You're still going to play on PC. So now the question is to you guys, wow, this looks more appetizing than ever, because now it's a little bit tougher decision. Now it boils down to the games, right? I mean, it should boil down to the games from the very beginning, but now it boils down to the games now, because now you can look at Xbox or Microsoft and be like, wow, look at all these exclusive games. Indiana Jones, Starfield, Elder Scrolls, Gears. I mean, good God, Doom. I mean, Wolfenstein. Do I need to keep going? Perfect Dark. I mean, do I need to keep going? They got the games now. Halo, Forza. Do I need to keep going, bro? I'm not even done. I'm not even tired yet. Like, there's so many freaking games. The issue is, for me, Diablo, do I need to keep going? They have I just counted out 10 games right there. The issue is going to be for a lot of people is the quality over time. Now you can make a sensible purchase decision. If you can buy both, buy both. If you can sign up for Game Pass, play wherever you want to play, like Microsoft intends for you to play, futuristically speaking, then fine. Go sign up for Game Pass. Go do whatever you want to do. Play those games, right? Or you're just going to say, nah, I'm still not rocking with Microsoft. You know what I'm saying? I'm still rocking with PlayStation. That's your prerogative. That's your doggone business, right? Oh, no, I'm going to stick with Sony. I don't care about Call of Duty. Now, there's that particular gamer that is saying, oh, Marlon, I don't care about Call of Duty. I don't care about Gears, and I don't care about Diablo, and I don't care about, Warcraft and all this. I don't care about all of that. I don't care about StarCraft. I don't care about all of that. I don't care about Wolfenstein, and I don't care about Spyro and Crash, and Tony Hawk. I don't care about all that. Okay. Well, stick to your PlayStation 5. Stick to your PlayStation 5. Simple as that. You're going to be missing out on all those games. Stick to your PlayStation 5. Take your exclusives that Sony give you first, second, and third, right? And be happy with your PS5. But I feel like gaming will never be the same now. Gaming has changed. This entire I wonder if y'all realize what's going on. This entire generation has changed dramatically. It ain't the same no more. Now, Sony got to fight for that number one spot now. I mean, this puts a lot of pressure on Sony. This is going to push Sony now, because Sony, Jim Ryan and Herman and Hiroki Kotoki, Sony CFO looking like, dang, man, like, wow, like we got to do something. We can't just sit back and just let Microsoft have all these freaking games. Like, I mean, Microsoft is the Walmart of gaming now. Like, officially the Walmart of gaming. Like, You cannot stop Walmart. You can say whatever you want to say about Walmart, whatever. You can't stop Walmart. You can't. They're everywhere. And the same thing with Microsoft. They're everywhere. You know what I'm saying? They're everywhere. No matter what platform you go to, no matter what device you play on, Microsoft is there. As long as it's a Game Pass supported device, they're there. So you can run, but you can't freaking hide. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. There's that. There's that. So, Microsoft is not playing around anymore. Microsoft is like, listen, I'm done playing. Now I'm on the attack. Now I'm on the attack on Sony now. And I feel like ripping COD, that's a big rip right there. Right? That's a big rip because that's a big revenue stream for Sony. So Sony, what are you going to do? Only time will tell. You don't have to respond. You could just keep doing your thing. Whatever plans you have, roll it into motion. Because right now, next week, once this thing is officially like Microsoft is like, okay, this is it. We are closing the US. We're done with the CMA. That is it. What is going to happen next? Is this going to push Sony? This is what I want to ask you guys. Is this going to push Sony to be like, all right, we need to be more aggressive now? I would think it would make them more aggressive because this put pressure on them big time. Now that this deal is already through and it did not go in the favor of Sony, this puts mad pressure on Sony. And this is what we want. I'm not for the buying. I'm all about natural growth. I'm all about creating your own IPs, right? And not buying somebody else's stuff. Actually developing your own IPs. There's not enough developing your own IPs. There's nothing new under the sun anymore, right? But it is what it is. Microsoft has bought their way to victory at this point, right? And they can get away with it because they're Microsoft and nobody is going to stop them. So therefore, my question to you guys, yes, you guys, is, yeah, what do you stand to lose? What do you stand to lose now? Because the narrative is completely different now. So what are you going to say? You can't stop Microsoft. None of us can. And no matter what I say, doesn't matter what you say, we cannot stop nobody can stop Microsoft. No, the FTC, nobody can stop them. So they're unstoppable. I'm telling you, this is open your eyes. This is a complete different Microsoft. Completely different Microsoft. I feel like this generation is going to be interesting now. Because for years, we have been saying, man, I'm tired of Sony winning. Microsoft is not applying pressure. You know what I'm saying? Microsoft is not putting the pressure on Sony. So Sony is just like, hey, okay, free reign. Now we get to see the best out of... Woo! 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 Yo. Now we get to see the best. Are y'all hearing me? Are y'all hearing me? Turn me up. Now we get to see the best out of Sony. Ain't that right? Because now this puts Sony into a position where they gotta produce like they have never produced before. Because you don't want a situation to happen, ladies and gentlemen, to where people are like, I'm done with PlayStation, I'm going over to Xbox. You don't want that. Right? Because Game Pass, what do you want to say about Game Pass? I've had my opinion on Game Pass, whatever the case. Game Pass. If it wasn't for Game Pass, Xbox wouldn't be in the position that they are in right now. But here's news flash, buddy. News flash. Game Pass ain't going nowhere. And now Sony stands to what? Oh boy. Sony gonna be fine, but now they gotta work even harder now. Now they can't just lay back. Ain't no time to lay back or be like, oh no, we're not gonna show our hand. Now you gotta show your hands now. Now you got to show your hands, because with all these, I wonder if we realize what's going on here. Let's tip the scale just a little bit here. Microsoft got more studios. Microsoft got more games. Okay. So that simply means that their showcases are going to be filled with games even more now, because you got more studios, more games. Now, quality, that's something for the future to see how the quality of these games are. That's the biggest question that I have. But besides quality, bro, they're going to have more freaking games in their showcases. So my biggest thing as well, now that you have all these studios, now that you have Activision, you have Bethesda, and whoever else you're going to buy, plus your first party studios, what's going to happen with the gameplay? You need some sense of urgency to show gameplay. That's the edge that Sony's been having over Microsoft for years when it comes to their showcases and presentation is gameplay. Microsoft used to show a lot of gameplay. They stopped doing that. Now they're showing in-engine footage, all this type of, we know we want to see raw gameplay running on the consoles that we spend our hard-earned dollar on. Facts, all facts. So right there, Microsoft have the edge on Sony. Sony, I'm telling you, Sony better stop playing around. Sony better make sure that they deliver when it comes to these showcases, because after that last PS5 showcase, no, sir. Everybody knows that Microsoft, between Sony and Microsoft had the better showcase. The only thing for me that was a massive L for that Xbox showcase was raw gameplay on a lot of stuff that was announced from 3 years ago or 4 years ago. I wanted to see raw gameplay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing, because as gamers, we need to demand that. But besides that, they had more first party showing. And that really shows us right there that, well, dang, like they don't even have Activision yet. Think about what I'm saying. Think about what I'm saying. They don't even, when they did that Xbox showcase, they did not have Activision yet. So they had that type of showing, a decent showing at that. And so can you imagine once Activision rolls in, once we start seeing a lot of the games, which I think Perfect Dark and State of Decay and all those games within the next 18 months, we should see, more gameplay according to Matt Booty, whatever. Okay, fine. But man, Sony, you got the better exclusives. You do. But I'm just saying, bro, like, you're going to have to really put your big boy foot down. Now you got to stop playing. Now you got to stop taking the easy way out. Oh, no, we ain't got to go as hard. You want to be arrogant or whatever. This ain't PS4 generation, Sony. This ain't PS3 generation, Sony. Now it's time to really grind, because, bro, we're 3 years in. And, a lot of you guys tell me on PS5, oh, man, I said, what happened to all these other games that Sony put out since the beginning of this generation? Oh, no, I don't care about that. So I'm like, dang, so all these exclusives you don't care about? Oh, so why did you buy a PS5? Oh, I just bought a PS5 just for one game. I'm telling you, it's freaking crazy, right? So some people are still hungry for more from Sony, right? Let alone we have all these remakes and remasters that are rumored to be coming out. This is like, okay, this is nothing new. I've already played this already. And you're charging a heavier premium for it. So now what? You see what I'm saying? It's just... Gaming is about to be interesting in 2023, 2024, and beyond. I'm serious. The heat now is up on Sony. Sony, if you're watching this, I highly doubt you're watching this, but I'm telling you right now, this is a huge W for Microsoft. I know Jim Ryan is punching the air right now because he's like, dang, like this deal went in the favor of Microsoft. Now, I'm telling you, naturally, you would think Jim Ryan, as fierce as that man is, I feel like Jim Ryan is a fierce competitor. Like, he's not somebody that's going to just roll over like that. So I'm wondering what's going through the mind of Jim Ryan right now. Jim, what are you going to do? Because you can't stop Microsoft. Legally, you can't stop them. You can't stop a merger from happening. So what are you going to do? All right. So let's get to the Q&A. Because I'm telling you, this stream is very, very spicy today. I'm sorry, but Sony gotta really earn that number one spot more than ever now. Now they gotta fight for that number one spot because Microsoft ain't playing around. And who is gonna be the next victim? Who are they gonna buy next? That's at this point, that's just how you have to think. Because our industry has trained our minds, right, to think about what's the next acquisition. Because it ain't about console war anymore or about which console is more powerful than the other. Nah, player. Now it's about who is going to buy who. Now it's about the acquisition wars. Who's going to buy who? Who is Microsoft going to buy next? Come on, somebody. Come on. We quiet today on a Saturday. Now, who is Microsoft going to buy next? Is it going to be Sega? Is it going to be Take-Two? Who is it going to be? Right? And they're not going to stop. They're going to buy the whole entire industry and stuff everything into freaking Game Pass like a I'm being real with you guys. Everything is going to be crammed into Game Pass, and it's going to put a lot of pressure on Sony to the point where it's like, oh man, we can't compete with this. Like, PlayStation Plus is great and all, but we're not doing day and date. We don't have the money or the resources to cram all these games into PlayStation Plus and make them day and date. So what are we going? You see the uncomfortable position that Microsoft got Sony in? They got them where they want them. Now they got the weak spot of Sony. Now they can attack. I'm so serious right now because now it comes down to the exclusives that Sony have because they can't make the same deals that Microsoft make. Microsoft buying publishers. Sony out here buying studios. Period. They out here inking third-party deals. Facts. So, what are you gonna do? I'm just saying, guys, this generation is I never thought, I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna get to the Q&A. I'm shaking right now. I'm literally shaking. As somebody that gets on camera every single day, I'm nervous right now because this is where I think things are going to make a turn. Things are going to turn now. Out of all the generations that Microsoft have been taking L, which is the past 2 generations they've been taking L's. Well, things are about to change. Now, some would say that, and I would agree, that Microsoft won the Xbox 360/PS3 generation for sure. Yes. Sony won when it comes to sales, but when it comes to the games, Microsoft had that sold up. So let's just count the Xbox One generation, right? They took a massive L. They started out with a massive L with this generation, almost losing this entire generation, not having enough exclusives leading up to this point. Last year, they didn't have anything. And in the year before that, well, they had Halo, they had Forza, they had some other stuff. You know what I mean? They had, High on Life, Hi-Fi Rush, stuff like that, right? But at the same time, nothing like really groundbreaking. But this generation is standing tall right now. Like this is an interesting generation now. Now Sony can't just lay back and be like, oh, we got this in the bag. Sony might be leading in terms of digital sales and hardware sales and things of that nature and more subscribers on their subscription service than Game Pass. But man, Microsoft got the games. Say what you want to say, consolidation. Say what you want to say, they buy their way there, but that's the reality. We can't stop them. We cannot stop them. Sorry. This is not a simple fix of voting with your wallet, because voting with your wallet ain't going to do a darn thing. Don't you realize that? Voting with your wallet, there's not enough people out there to vote with their wallet. I had to realize that. Oh, yeah, you crying about this. You crying about that. Well, guess what, buddy? Ain't nothing going to change. You don't have the juice. You don't have the power. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at myself. I ain't got no power. I ain't got enough juice. I don't. My little small freaking channel. Like, I don't have that type of power. I'm not no freaking Mr. Beast. I'm not no, I don't even freaking know. I'm not no Colt Eastwood or Dealer Gaming. Those are the people that Microsoft and these bigger companies listen to. They don't listen to guys like me. So you can vote with your wallet all you want. Oh, I ain't going to get Game Pass. Okay, you don't have to get it. It's still going to be a thing, right? Because in order for things to change, the majority have to speak up. And if everybody else is having their mouth sealed, then guess what, buddy? Ain't nothing gonna change. You can say whatever you want to say about Microsoft buying, and they ain't gonna stop buying. They gonna keep buying. That's the reality. You can say whatever you want to say. You can get mad all you want. Yeah, guys like me, I'm always call this stuff out. I'm always call it out. But is anything going to change? No. Is Microsoft going to stop buying? No. Are they going to improve on the quality of their studios and get better talent? Probably not. And they're going to get away with it. You know why? Because there's too many gamers out there that just have so much respect for Microsoft because of Game Pass and because of what they're doing. A lot of people are thinking that, oh, this is so pro-consumer. Okay, well, that's your opinion. If you think them buying up publishers and cramming everything in the Game Pass is pro-consumer. Okay, that's your opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Can't push my opinion on you and make it facts. Can't push my opinion on you and be like, nah, my opinion is the only opinion matter. Vice versa, like your opinion matters or whatever the case may be. No, everybody has an opinion. So whether you like it, yes or no, that's the reality of gaming now. Microsoft can do whatever they want. Now, if this deal did not go through, then we'd be like, okay, Microsoft, yeah, you don't have as much power like I thought you did. But now, this changes everything. So I'm done talking. Let's get to the Q&A. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button if you're brand new to the channel. Come in with your super chats if you have any questions or any concerns. But yeah, it's pretty much game over right now. It's game over. Microsoft has changed the game. They got Activision, the biggest, literally, the biggest acquisition in entertainment history goes to Microsoft. Like, I still can't believe, like, this is it. Whether we like it, yes or no, this is our future. This is what's going to be happening. And this is it. This is a part of our industry. And you know, the funny thing is, I felt like if the shoe was on the other foot, right? Sony wouldn't be buying entire Activision. Nah, they would get Call of Duty. And to be realistic, I'm just trying to show you how interesting turn of events will work. Sony would make sure that that's how ruthless Sony is. Sony would make sure that Call of Duty is not. That's why I give Microsoft some type of credit, because Microsoft don't have to sit there and be like, here's a 10-year deal, Sony. Sony, we want to earn your business, Sony. No. Sony? No, sir. No, Sony is selfish. And rightfully so. They're a business. They're an entity. So do whatever you want to do. But you honestly think Sony would go to Microsoft and be like, here, Microsoft, here's a 10-year deal to put COD on Xbox Game Pass? No. Sorry. No, it's not going to happen. So Toyota Coaster said, Sony ad greatness awaits. They have COD now. We done. Alonzo with the $2 says, you think the Series X a waste of purchase, bro? I mean, I would say it's a waste of a purchase, because you can't just buy a Series X just based off one game. And granted, maybe, who knows? Everybody is different. Maybe some people will rush out and go buy a Series X because of Hellblade 2. People are rushing out buying Series X's now, believe it or not, for Starfield. Even though the game is at 30 FPS. Even though I feel like the Series X is not being fully utilized. Yeah, I mean, I think the Series X is a waste of money. I feel like buy a Series S. You stand to win everything, right? Because you get to play all the games that Microsoft have in their catalog of games for Game Pass, right? You don't have to break the bank. You could get a Series S for $200. Or if you want to get the 1 terabyte system that they're coming out with in September for $350, then be my guest, right? But honestly, the Series S is the way to go. I mean, that's the main console. If you guys don't know, hello, Let's give you guys a little bit of heads up. Digital Foundry said Microsoft told them that that's the main console. So if the Series S is the main console, say what you want about resolution, the lack of resolution textures and VRAM and, just overall power, not even close to the Series X capabilities, but that's the main console. That's the main console. And so, one would say, yeah, let me just go ahead and build a PC. I'm with you on. Let me give you a hand clap on this one. Let me give you a hand clap. Listen. Here's the thing. You know me very well. I'm going to call things the way how I see it. If you are a person that's interested in Xbox right now, I would say the best route for you is to buy a Series S and build a PC. That is it. That is it. Right? That is it. Simple as that. If you want the higher resolution, the higher frames, play on PC. If it's games that are being released into Game Pass that are not intense, or you don't really care about resolution and FPS, play it on your Series S. That's it. Microsoft has shown us time and time again, it's not about the X. The X is over with. The X in Xbox is over with. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no power no more. It ain't about the power no more of the box. It's about Game Pass. It's about the casual gamer. It's about the Series S, which they're mandating in their new policy to make sure that developers are developing with Series S in mind moving forward and not deserting the system. Right? So the Series S is the premier console. So nobody's going to fault you if you don't care about, and I'm just being real. A lot of you dudes don't care about resolution. A lot of you dudes don't care about FPS. I'm just going to keep it $150. You have people that graduated from PS4 coming over to a new generation. Hear me, hear me, hear me. Graduating from PS4 and Xbox One and are okay with the same level of performance. Y'all don't even need to give me a hand clap. I don't even need to see no 100s popping out of the side of the chat. Y'all know I'm speaking facts. There are a lot of you guys that are watching, that are listening, that don't care about the gimmicky trickery stuff. You don't care about quick resume. You don't care about super fast loading time. You don't care about 8K assets and higher frame rate and ray tracing. This is all facts. Marlon, where are you coming with? Where's all this coming from? Look at how many 30 FPS games we have gotten this generation. And some people are like, oh, you making a big deal out of this? Oh, fake outrage. It ain't even that serious. People are acceptable of 30 FPS. People are acceptable of low polygons and low textures and low resolution. Some people don't care. As long as they're playing the game and the game is running, they don't freaking care. Like the words of Todd Howard, as long as the simulation is running smooth at 30 FPS, it's okay for a lot of Xbox gamers, for a lot of you gamers. A lot of you dudes don't care. And that's facts. So say whatever you want to say. That's the reality, right? So there is that. Gotham Knights was 30 FPS. Everybody was coming after me. Oh, you're just making a big old deal about Gotham Knights being 30 FPS. Just don't buy it. Did I buy Gotham Knights? No, I did not. Still don't own that game. Kept my word. Still did not buy that game. It's nothing close to Arkham City. Nothing close to the Arkham games. Not even close. The city is completely dead. Just empty freaking world. 30 FPS. People are okay with that, Marlon. I had to remind myself. Marlon, it doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter if you're trying to push for quality or push for performance. People don't care about performance. Some people buy these new consoles with the same mindset of PS4 and Xbox One. So who am I to say otherwise? Who am I to sit here and try to demand better for all of us? That's where I feel like the disconnect happens. That's why I feel like a lot of people gets mad at me, because they're like, oh, well, it's fake outrage. He just this, he this, he that. Facts, all facts. I don't have to ask any of y'all in here. All facts. Because a lot of you dudes are okay. A lot of you dudes are okay. You're okay with it. So go buy yourself a Series S. Go buy yourself a Series S. Go buy yourself a PC and enjoy Microsoft ecosystem. All right, Q&A time. Facts. All facts. And you know what? I don't even think it's fitting for the hype song, but this is a huge W for Microsoft. So, hey, might as well just go ahead and play the hype song real quick, because it's kind of very quiet up in here. So, DJ, go ahead and spin that joint. Let's go. This is for you boys. Let's get it.
Hey, this is for all them PS boys out there, man. Y'all know what time it is. If you a Sony pony, you need to get hype. If you a Xbox boy, you need to get hype. If you a Nintendo boy, you need to get hype. Get hype, get hype, get hype. If you a Sony pony, giddy up, giddy up. If you a Sony pony, you need to get hype. Get hype, get hype, get hype. Get hype, man, it's about to go down. I said the haters gonna hate. They're hating on the T-flops. They can't stop us because we got the exclusives. They get,
oh, pull that up. Hey. There y'all go. There y'all go. Hey. 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 There you go. All right. So let's get to the Q&A. Toyota Coaster, thank you for the 10. Says, who's Herman Hulse? He says, Herman who? Rip Sony ABK loss. Magnum TV said, this song is so trash, Marlon. Oh, is it trash? Yeah, it's one of the most requested song on the channel. Every time when we get an event, well, you could say it's trash. I appreciate your opinion. I appreciate your opinion. Thank you for your opinion. If the song is trash, it's trash. I'm not going to argue with you. If you a PC boy, you need to get hype. James, what's up? It says, Marlon, they added Twisted Metal 1 and 2 on PS4 and PS5, July 18th. You can buy it. Okay. Let's see here. Common Sense, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom will get 60 FPS treatment in the future. Says X gonna give it to you. Okay. Understand them Xbox boys trying to destroy us. I just read your super chat. You just said who is Herman Hulse? He's over Sony's game studios. First party game studios. Let's see here. I've already talked about the other one. It said Sony ad greatness awaits. They have COD now. We done. Yeah, I've already talked about that already. No, the other one. You only did 2, bro. Which other one did you do? You only did 2. I've already said it. Sam King says, you're the best gaming channel. Nah, I don't think I'm the best gaming channel. Nah, it's all good, though. I don't think I'm the best gaming channel at all. I don't think so. Nah, man, I'm cringe. I'm whack. I got a trash hype song playing all the time. According to you guys, some of y'all said the song is trash. So, yeah, there's not. If this was the best channel, then, things will be different. So I don't think I have nothing remotely close to the best channel. So nope, I don't think so. Maybe some of you guys do. I don't think so. As far as I'm concerned, I'm trash. So yeah. All right, let's see here. Come in with the Q&A. Come in with the Q&A. Let's see. It says that means I would call nobody's trash. Hey, man, I guess I'm trash. So it's all right. Somebody got to be trash. Might as well be me. Yep. That's how I look at it. All right. Any more questions? Jim Crying, what's up? How you doing? D. John Crawford. It's all good, bro. It's all good. It says you can't be like that, brother. No. It's the reality. It's the reality, bro. It's the reality. It's the reality, bro. It's the reality. People say how they feel, whether they're trolling or not. Words come out of your mouth. Words carry weight. So if you think my song is trash, then it's trash. I'm not going to argue with you. I mean, no artist in their right mind. You know how many artists out there who make music and even when even in the very beginning of their career have been told that their music is trash. Am I going to let that ruin my day? No, I don't. I can care less. That's your opinion. So that's your opinion. If you think it's trash, it's trash. It says over 2 months later, they still can't even patch 60 FPS on. Well, there you go, man. That's why I said the quality. Now that this deal is through, the quality. That's what's next. It ain't over yet. The quality. It ain't over yet until the quality is fully there. They say haters gonna hate. Hey, it's all good, man. Ray Moods Gameplays, my man, how you doing? Appreciate the love. Let's see here. Ray, what's up? How you doing? Nah, don't apologize. Don't apologize. He said my trash music go hard. Well, Sekiro ain't Sekiro Activision? So if Sekiro is Activision, then yeah. If I'm not, it ain't Sekiro published by Activision, or I completely forgot. But I know it's under Activision, if I'm not mistaken. Or yeah, I think they own the IP, if I'm not mistaken. Nola, what's up, man? No, what's up? From Software, that's right. From Software. Yeah, so From Software developed the game. So yeah, it's not Activision. Yeah. Activision published it, but From Software owns the IP. I get my beats from Epidemic Sound. That's where I have my partnership with. So that's where I get my my stuff from. Any more questions? It said Microsoft has fined, it said $2.4 billion for being anti-consumer. Is it really gonna matter in the grand scheme of things? That is just chump change for Microsoft. It says I don't believe lies of P. It says both multi-platform games, Xbox Go to lock all. Okay, it says sorry if 2 super chats didn't make you laugh. I tried to get you to smile. Oh yeah, I see what you were trying to do there. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Ray says, what's good? What's good, Ray? Nola says, what's up, brother? Great show today. He says, giving you your flowers. Hey, appreciate that. Somebody want to give me my flowers. Lanceville Paul, what's up, bro? Oh my God. Let's go, man. What's up? Man, this month, I don't know what it is, bro. Man. I don't know what it is, but this month has been just this month is just like I don't know. Lanceville Paul says sup, long time. Says what's good, brother? Wagwan, Lanceville, wagwan, my brother. I'm just here, man. Just on the grind, man. On the grind. Microsoft got this huge W against the FTC, so there's that. There's that. Let's see here. Says, I'm here, but just doing some yard work. Hope everything's good. Johnny, what's up, man? How you doing? Says, I hope Microsoft buys more. My wallet is loving it. Oh, wow. Excuse me. Well, because of that, Microsoft is going to keep buying. So, I mean, there you go. That's what I said. Some people are loving this right now. You hopping on old CODs? Nah, I don't really care for old CODs like that, but some of y'all do. Some of y'all can't wait for this deal to officially be over with so y'all can just go play whatever COD you want to play. Old COD that you want to play. So there you go. Let's see here. Let's see. Any more questions? Fire away if you have any more questions. But yeah, man, huge W for Microsoft against the FTC. Yes, sirree. Epic Bench, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. If this is your first time visiting, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. Turn on that post notification bell so you never miss out. Yeah, July is dry. I mean, it's just, July is just, oh my God, man. This is probably like one of the worst months on YouTube. Like, no joke. Like, it is so freaking, like, dead. Like, it's just, I don't know. Let's see here. Prototype. Man, you know how long we haven't had a prototype game? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. 16.99 times 25 million MGN, a lot of money. Hey man, they gotta try to recoup that money some way, somehow. So there's that. They gotta try to recoup some type of way. It said Marlon, Last of Us 2 was a great game, so I disagree with you saying it was. I never said it was trash. I said nobody's asking for that. There's a difference. Nobody's asking for Last of Us Part 2 to be remastered. It already got a 60 FPS update on PS5, so there's no need for them to remaster a game that's not even 5 years old. Not even 15 years old, to be exact. The game is, 3 years old at this point? Come on, bro. Like, there's no point. I never said the game was trash. I said people was knocking out on the game because of what happened to Joel in the story. We already know this. The huge backlash that Naughty Dog was facing with The Last of Us Part 2. Why are we acting like we don't remember things? Come on. Nobody said no. Of course they did. You don't remember? Look it up. For what happened to Joel. Look it up. People was like, bro, like, man, I'm tired of this. I don't even want to play this game. And I think that kind of hurted the game a bit because a lot of leaks was coming out. Stuff that happened to Joel was coming out. And people did not like that. People didn't like Abby. I mean, y'all don't remember? Come on, man. I don't know what's wrong with some of y'all. I never said the game was trash. The best thing about Last of Us Part 2 for me was the gameplay. That is still one of like the best games I've played in a long time in terms of the gameplay. Like, that game is ahead of its time. Like a lot of other Sony games when it comes to the graphics and the technology and stuff into the game. Gameplay wise, oh, that game is king for sure. One of the best looking games to date. You know, gameplay mechanics, stuff like that. I mean, you would think that it was developed on a next generation console when really in hindsight it was developed on PS4, but it just goes to show you the quality of Sony Studios. So I never said that the game was trash or anything. I said everybody was hating on the game for the most part because they didn't like Abby as a character and they did not like what happened to Joel in the story. Case in point. So there's that. 12 Toyota Coaster, thank you for the $10. Says, let's remaster Final Fantasy 16 for 4K 60. I mean, might as well if we're going to remaster Last of Us. By all means. Ghost of Tsushima was barely even a year old when it got a PS5 version. Well, that's I guess that's the reality that we're living in. Let's keep buying the same games over and over again for double the price. George, what's up, man? How you doing? Let's get it popping. Yeah, exactly, Johnny, exactly. Let's see here. Any more questions? If y'all have any more questions or anything like that, feel free to comment. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, thank God it's over though. Yes, sir. The Last of Us 2 remaster is a director's cut. It says, I think DS got the same treatment. Man, listen, bro. I can care less about it. Honestly, they could have used that for another game that is really much needed. So I don't care what nobody say. It says, why do you think PlayStation is making remasters over remasters? I have no idea. It's a business thing, right? I have no idea. Because of the movies, right? The TV shows and movies that they're doing. That's why. And people keep buying it too. The majority keeps buying it. So there you go. That's why they're going to keep doing it. So it is what it is. Too early to tell, Toyota. Too early to tell. I mean, who knows? Yeah, right. No new content. Same old game. Same old. So y'all telling me the way how y'all sounding right now, y'all telling me y'all ready to spend $70 on Last of Us Part 2 Director's Cut? Same content, nothing. Just nothing. Just same 60 FPS. Just the same dry game. Okay. Be my guest. 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 Y'all can have at it. What I want is Factions 2. I don't want no stupid freaking Last of Us Director's Cut. Or no, if it ain't gonna have DLC or no new content, don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Tired of that now. They already got us on. I told you, they already got us on the Last of Us remake. That's it. Who said it's gonna be $70? What you mean? Who said it's gonna look at the Last of Us remake? That's $70. I mean, remake, remaster, same thing. I mean, there's that. So you would buy so Kendrick, you will buy Last of Us again on better loading times? Well, there you go. I don't know where it's at, Toyota Coaster. I don't know where it's at. Please tell me where it's at. I don't know where it's at. He says a remake and a remaster is nowhere near to the same thing. I know that it's nowhere near to the same thing. A remake is something that's built from the ground up, right? New assets, new characters that are built from scratch. Environment is reworked. A remaster is just the same assets and everything, just with higher, textures and things of that nature. Not an overhaul work that's being done to it. But like I said, they can still charge $70 for it. I'm sorry. I don't know why we acting like they can't charge $70 for a remaster. We already got a PS5 patch for this game, so why the heck is they doing the same thing over and over again? As only God knows. And y'all gonna say the same thing about what's that game? Dang it. I can't even think right now. Y'all gonna say the same thing about think, Marlon, think. What's that other game? Horizon Zero Dawn, right? Remaster. Oh my God, bro. Whatever. It is what I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's a waste of time. It says Sony needs to acquire Square Enix and Capcom. Nah, they don't. They just need to keep on being Sony. Just keep on being. Man, I'm not hurt behind it. I just want them to stop doing so much of that crap and focus on other things that we really do need right now. There's nothing to be hurt about. There's a lot of other games that could be remastered or remade that are not happening. So I'm done talking about it. There's nothing else to talk about. Y'all do whatever y'all want to do. There's nothing else to say. I've already said what I needed to say. There's nothing else to say. Y'all do what y'all want to do. Picture this: Mag, Killzone, and Motorstorm, Black, SOCOM, all remastered and remade. That's not gonna happen. Of course, that's what they're gonna do. It don't matter, man. It don't matter. I don't care, Marcus. I don't care. It's a waste of time talking about it. It is what it is. Whatever my view on it is, it don't matter. Nobody cares about what I have to say, so it doesn't matter. Y'all do what y'all want to do. Doesn't matter. Devastator, what's up, my boy? What's up? I need to see gameplay on it first, Ray. I need to see gameplay. Yeah, if you do care about it, Marcus, then that's fine. Then you can buy Last of Us. Buy Last of Us Director's Cut. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? Or remaster, whatever they're going to do. Because this is literally playing the same game over again. Literally the same exact game. No new content, no new DLC, the same exact game. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Just with better graphics. That's it. And they're just going to keep on doing it, so it don't matter. They're going to keep on doing it because y'all are okay with it. So who cares what I have to say? Doesn't matter. Oh, I appreciate that. SB Digital. I appreciate that. But I don't have anything else to say on it. It is what it is. I have nothing else to say on it. People are going to do whatever they're going to do. People tell me all the time, nobody cares about your opinion. Nobody cares what you have to say. So why am I going to waste time talking about it? It is what it is. Y'all do what y'all do. It says, I hope Sony, it says, I hope Japan Sony learn they lose with Microsoft. Let's see here. Any more questions? Last of Us Remaster is stupid. Don't we already have a 60 FPS? Yeah, but people are justifying it. So I don't even care, bro. It is what it is. Sony are gonna continue to do what they do. Microsoft is gonna continue to do what they do because there's always people that's gonna defend every single thing. So it don't matter what I have to say, bro. I'm a nobody, so it don't matter what my opinion is. It don't matter what I have to say, because every time I speak up and say something, oh, I'm hating on Sony, and oh, you're hating on Xbox, and oh, you this, and oh, you that. So I have nothing to say. It is what it is. Buy what you want to buy, play what you want to play. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what I have to say. I can't tell y'all what to do, so who cares? Who cares? I mean, who cares? So doesn't matter what I have to say. Doesn't matter. Who am I to tell you guys otherwise? You know what I'm saying? Who am I to tell you otherwise? It is what it is, bro. Nobody cares about what I have to say or my opinion, valid or invalid. Nobody cares. So I'm not going to waste my time. I said, Marlon, if Sony do a God of War remaster, will you call it out? For sure, I'm going to call it out. What God of War remaster are you talking about? I said for them to remake the original God of War 1 and 2, because there's a need for that, considering that we had, all these God of War games that came out way after the fact. And some people are brand new to God of War. They never played it. I'm talking about the original God of War on PS2. Stuff like that, that these newer generations never played and experienced. But it is what it is. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with remakes and remake and remaster things that are old, like super duper old, like 15 years, 20 years ago old, that most people like a lot of people didn't play Max Payne 1 and 2, for instance. A lot of people never play that. So it makes sense to do a remake and a remaster of Max Payne, the original. You see what I'm saying? It's been 20 plus years at this point. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with remakes and remasters. Just stop remaking crap that we just played 3-4 years ago. That makes no sense. Like, who wants to play that? It's already bad enough we don't have enough new stuff, in between releases. But like I said, it is what it is, bro. I'm done talking about it. It's all good. It don't matter. It don't matter what I have to say. So I'm just not going to say anything. I mean, that's what you're going to get. Happy Cloud Gamer. That's what you're going to get. So it doesn't matter. It shouldn't be $70, but it is going to be $70. I mean, don't we have learned about Last of Us remake? That's $70. So that's going to be $70. I mean, I don't know why y'all acting surprised. And people will happily pay for Last of Us. I guarantee you right now, Sony comes out and be like, build from the ground up to take advantage of PS5, right? Same game, same everything, same content, same cutscene, same everything. $70. Y'all rush out there and go buy it. Just saying. No problem. Solid. What's popping? Make sure y'all give the stream a like for me. Share the stream, subscribe, all that good stuff. Super chats are welcome. They do help out our show so that we can continue to do this full time for you guys. Y'all have any more questions for me? If not, then that's it. Game Pass, $12.99. Okay. All right. Was Uncharted 4. Anyways, it is what it is. It is what it is. You got it, bro. You got it, Johnny. You got it. You got it. You got it, bro. You got it. It says in 2025, Game Pass might actually be worth it. So you're going to wait all the way until 2025 to sign up for Game Pass. Okay. Well, at least there's some value there for you, right? So happy for you. What's up, Chris? What's up, man? How you doing? What's up? What up? What up? I'm here, man. I'm here. Monday through Friday, with the exception of some Saturdays. Yes. What games are coming on for Xbox Game Pass on August? I don't know. Any more questions? Any more questions? Any more questions? Any more questions? Anybody have any more questions? Just want to make sure want to make sure I get to everybody. Says, I say Nintendo does a good job when they do remake on games like Pokemon, for example. They do a remake on 5+ year Pokemon games. So totally agree with you. Okay, wholesale. Well, hey, it is what it is. There you go. So you could try Xbox Starfield, please, bro. I want you to stream it. Not at no 30 FPS. I'm planning on... Okay, so interesting turns of event. I've been having some issues with the ROG Ally. Like, all type of issues with the XG Mobile. Like, there's so many glitches and bugs and issues. Like, and I can't put a micro SD card inside the slot because apparently... They put the micro SD slot right next to the fan. Not to the fan, but to the heat sink, to one of the heat pipes. And I guess when it gets really, really hot, it heats up the micro SD card. And they're still trying to figure out how to fix that. And plus, too, there's a bunch of glitches and bugs. So I'm just kind of annoyed right now. No. There are drivers. They put out all the latest drivers, and it's still acting up. So, and I think I've redone Windows on it probably like 2 or 3 times at this point, and it's still the same thing. So I'm just frustrated. It just costs too much money for so much issues. Yo, thank you so much for the $2. It says Marlon Brand. So what? Somi? Brand only Somi. Truth bites. Yep. It's finally over, man. All we got now is the ABK deal. I mean the CMA. And then Microsoft is gonna find a way to work around that. But yeah, officially gonna be closing by July 18th. So 3 days from now. Blaze, what's popping? Let's get it on, man. Oh, yeah, I already did it. I already did that. But, like I said, it shouldn't be having so much bugs and glitches and issues. I'm just saying. It shouldn't. It says, hey, Marlon, will it be a new Nintendo console next year? Possibly. They might reveal it next year, but who knows when it's coming out. Maybe 2025, maybe late 2024. We'll see. Yeah. You're wasting your time. Yes, for sure. You're wasting your time. People are going to do what they're going to do. Right? So you're wasting your time. You're right. You're wasting your time. We will see. Any questions? Any more questions? Second showcase this year? I don't think so. At the way how things are going right now, I don't think so. I said the RE remakes were good though. Yeah, they were good. They were good for sure. But like I said, man, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Any more questions? Nothing. Nothing really. Nothing really. Says, what your favorite game genre, Marlon? Favorite game genre? I like a mixture of all, man. A mixture of all genres. Mixture of all genres. Except for like strategic type games. I don't even know if it's even worth it, Cloud, but I appreciate you saying that. I don't even think it's even worth it, bro. Honestly. But I appreciate you saying that. Damn, my eyes. You say you're an RPG fanboy. Oh, that's what's up, bro. I'm happy to hear that. Oh, no, Alex, I'm not going to do that. Nope. Because I'm just not going to lose that bet. So I'm not going to lose that bet. So it's all good. And where's that guy? Where's that guy at anyway? The one that's been saying that. So where's that guy anyway? Where is he at? Yeah, there's been a lot of sales. There's been a lot of sales and stuff like that going on. So there's that. No, I did not. No. It says, Marlon, it's a great time to build a PC. Oh, for sure. Either that or get a laptop. Yeah, I looked at Exoprimal. I just, it ain't really pulling me in like I thought it would. So, Any more questions, guys? Make sure y'all hit that like button for me. Hit that share button. Man. Of course I'm going to stream Starfield. For sure. For sure. Nah, no TV reviews, man. We ain't making remotely half of what we used to make on the channel to buy TVs. I got to buy the TVs. So, I got to buy the TVs, bro. We don't have no channel sponsor or nothing like that. I mean, we ain't that doggone big. So, yeah. Oh, man. Anyway, guys, thank y'all for the love. Thank y'all for the support. Enjoy y'all weekend. That is it for me today. That concludes our day and our time together. So, Make sure you guys hit that like button for me, hit that share button, and I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Peace. I'm out.